That wouldn't be bad.
We'll see. Quentin Tarantino,
Oh,
his
love
last
Tarantino.
movie, the
That's a
film
lie.
critic.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it's his last movie?
I believe
Bro,
he believes it's his last movie.
yeah, he
But he's
believes
gonna
that.
change. He's gonna change his mind.
If he really
Bro,
gets high ratings on all of them, this is his 10th movie and decent box
bro,
office.
he's
Why
never
would
had
he?
a but he
Why
never
would
had
he
a bad
keep
rating
going?
in his movies. All his
Because
movies is a
Right.
perfect score.
this isn't about bad reviews or box
Nope.
office. This is about a personal thing with him where he
Yep.
thinks filmmakers don't get better with age and he wants to go out on top. I
Yep.
get it,
That's
but I
great.
also think 3-4 years down the line, I believe he believes it. He says this is his last movie. I don't think he's
Can
lying.
you
He
imagine
thinks this is.
look, this? All right, I don't like everything Tarantino. Like, I disagree with Tarantino on certain things.
I love Tarantino on everything.
I appreciate his films, but can you imagine? Let's say Steven Spielberg or Ridley Scott, if they followed
Steven
this
Spielberg
pattern
still got it.
and they said, "I'm only going to make 10 films," I believe that the films they release would be even better than what you're getting from
Nope.
Spielberg and Scott, because they would be that much more laser focused on those 10 projects.
But this has held him back though too, Quentin Tarantino.
I don't think
because
so. Why?
I'll tell you why. Because he came up with a Star Trek movie.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember
everyone who's read the script says it was amazing. Like everyone who's read it said it would have been great. They're like, this was great. This was terrific.
Well,
and he wouldn't make the movie because he said, well, I can only make one more movie. I set 10 movies for myself, and I don't know that I want this to be my last movie.
It makes it more of an event. What if Nolan's kind of spreading himself too thin? Like his last film, Oppenheimer, was great. He's getting an award.
It's a masterpiece. He's one of the Oscars.
But before that, he was doing lots of stuff. Tenet.
Don't bring Tenet.
What if he did something similar? I'm only doing this many movies. It would be even more epic when they got a release.
I mean, for Tarantino, listen, he has 10 movies. I think 10 movies, right?
This is the 10th, the movie.
Yeah,
critic.
the 10th movie.
I like the premise too.
I do like the premise. 10 movies. Yeah. I know he did a couple of TV shows. Wrote a couple of TV shows. Other than that, yeah, this will be out for. I mean, if it's his last movie, this will be a bang.
And I do think he'll be more producing and helping other people, and Ryan Landis is here. Hey, Ryan, missed you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and your family and friends.
Oh no, I do agree. Well. I do agree with Brian. He probably will do all this.
Joe makes a good point. What if he figures a brilliant script out in 7 years? He might do it. That kind of thing.
He's a movie lover.
He'll do a Netflix show. And
I actually think that he'll do producing and other things. Like maybe he'll still write. I don't know. Produce. Maybe he'll direct TV series instead.
Oh yeah, he said he wants to do Bounty Law, the show from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He wants to do that for Netflix.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll do other things. But look,
he might do spin-offs of his projects.
At heart, he's a movie guy. He's a movie guy,
movies.
And his love of movies is the bug is going to hit him, and he's gonna have a story he wants to tell. That's what I think. I don't know. We'll see.
No, Anthony, I know, but at this pace, do you think what's Nolan going to be up to in like 10 years?
In 10 years,
he'll be up for like 30 movies.
He'd probably be up by 20 movies by now.
And I'm not saying I want him to slow down. I'm just saying the quality would probably increase.
Even Nolan is like, listen, after I won the Oscars, for Best Director, that's what he's winning. He's gonna think of his next movie, just like every director.
Degrassi says he turned in Beverly Hills Cop, Friday the 13th, and Star Trek.
Nolan's also done 12 movies, and half the time it took Tarantino to do 10.
Yeah, but Nolan is not as good as Tarantino. So
listen. As much I love Nolan, Tenet was dog crap. Other than that, from Tenet,
there were a few in a row that were not very good after The Dark Knight Rises.
I don't like a lot of his movies. I think my least favorite of his movies is The Prestige. I was so angry.
Oh my God, that's one of his best, Joe.
Oh, I hate that movie.
I love that movie. I try to watch that movie every year.
I walked out angry. I walked out of that movie angry.
Stop. No, but other than that, like Tarantino, I mean Brad Pitt makes
Well,
sense.
here, I think if Tarantino did more movies, it would start to be like Tim Burton.
It would
Be like
yes,
too much. This
it
style is too
would.
like style over substance. If he kept doing more, but
And
it's still, even though he has a similar style in his movies, it seems fresh when he
yes,
finally makes a movie. You know.
and I mean, and I respect also like he said he likes superhero movies,
And
which is
I'm happy
fascinating as
Brad
well.
Pitt is back. I like the combination
He
Brad
was
Pitt and
good in
Tarantino.
he was good in Once Upon a Time Hollywood. He was good in that one.
Mhm.
So every Tarantino has said in an interview that every script he writes he sends to DiCaprio first and says, "Is there any part you want in this?" And then
There's rumor he might be in it for a small
so,
cameo for this one.
well, DiCaprio must have passed.
There's gonna be I think there's gonna be a lot of cameos in here.
There's gonna be there's rumors that he might be doing a cameo for this. Well, Samuel Jackson is in the movie.
Let's read the plot. As far as the plot goes, we don't know all that much about the Movie Critic. Only that it is set in California in 1977. Will be based on a guy who really lived but was never really famous, and he used to write movie reviews for a corno rag.
Oh yeah, he talks about this. I remember he did talk about that. Like he grew up and he read
when Tarantino was a teenager, he had a job loading corn magazines into a vending machine. I wonder if all of them ended up in the machine with the young Tarantino.
You remember, it's a brilliant concept because back in the 70s, porn mags weren't just porn mags; they were men's lifestyle magazines too. They had
corn.
The old joke, I buy it for the articles. There were articles in porn mags back in the day.
He said corn. What the hell's a corn? Is that like an agricultural thing or something?
No, I say that so I could clip it out and it doesn't immediately get demonetized. But thank you, everyone.
It's a movie based out of Iowa, Joe. That's what's going on.
A corn mag.
Oh, yeah. You want to hear something funny? We're driving to Kira. Kira's 8 years old. She's in the car. We're driving to get her glasses. And on the road, we passed a store called Adult World. I'll let you use your imagination as to what they sell in Adult World. Well, Kira, about a couple months ago, said, "Mommy, do you shop in Adult World?" And my wife said, "What do you think they sell in Adult World?" And she said, "Things adults like coffee, kitchen appliances." So we're driving today. We passed Adult World, and she says, "Daddy, you know it'd be funny if you went into Adult World and all the cast members." She called the staff cast members because she's obsessed with Disney World. She goes, "All the cast members were kids and not adults."
Oh,
that would be super creepy, but
yes,
said by an innocent child.
Well, that's funny up to a point, and then it. Okay, thank you for sharing, Joe. All right, so I wanted to read the rest of this. What we know about the Movie Critic. All the other stuff was too skanky to read, but then there was a corno rag that had a really interesting movie page. So Tarantino, I didn't hear this story before. He was intrigued by the movie article in the Corno magazine. That's kind of interesting. He wrote about mainstream movies and he was a second string critic. I think he was a very good critic. He was cynical as hell. His reviews were a cross between early Howard Stern and what Travis Bickle might be if he were a film critic.
Jeez.
I'm really looking forward to this project. And I think it's an event that at least for now, it'll be his last movie.
It's $1 billion movie.
Yeah.
I mean, his last one made like 500-600 million. It could. That's good. I'm not surprised. So I can't wait. I'm definitely seeing it in 2025.
I do think he's gonna stick to at least not directing movies.
No, I think he's gonna
direct, produce,
write for TV, stuff like that. He did, like Degrassi said, he wrote for TV before. So yeah,
he should start doing miniseries for Netflix, that kind of thing. Like if you watch Hateful Eight, the way they split it up into a miniseries on Netflix into 4 parts, it's way better than it's a director's cut split into 4 parts. It makes it a lot better.
Anthony, I know us as fans, we've been asking for Kill Bill 3.
Oh, look at Degrassi.
And Dango. in that we've been asking for Kill Bill 3 for a long time.
Kill Bill 3 is not going to happen after what's her name talk crap about him.
No, they're friendly again though.
No, they're friendly. They're friendly.
Yeah,
friendly.
They were after she said